Hey YouTube fam, it's your girl Alicia and I'm back with another DIY video. I'm going to be showing you guys how to make this pink angel rest in peace memorial t-shirt. It's super easy to make, so you know what? Let's go ahead and get started. Now to make this t-shirt the same way that I did, you can find my templates, which is the pink angel background, on my website at www.createyourdreams.com. You'll just go to where it says pre-made in the graphic section and go to where it says memorial designs, and here it is, the pink heaven wings transfer design. Now all of my pre-made designs are instant downloads, so as soon as you pick the file that you want, go ahead and check out and you can download it instantly. Now I'm going to be showing you how to edit your designs using PicMonkey. Now you can use Canva, but I enjoy using PicMonkey. So I'm going to go ahead and log into my account, and PicMonkey does offer a 14-day free trial. So if you don't use PicMonkey, you can go ahead and get the 14-day free trial. So I'm going to go ahead and log into my account, and as soon as I log in, I'm going to go to where it says create new, and then you go down to where it gives you the option of the different print sizes. And this size that we're going to use is going to be the 8.5 by 11 inch, which is standard US size. So we want this to take up the whole transfer paper, so we want to get the entire size of the paper, which is 8.5 by 11. So once you go ahead and click that, just give it a second for it to upload. It's going to open up to like a clear sheet of paper, the same size as the transfer paper, which is 8.5 by 11. So now we want to go ahead and we want to add our images. So I'm going to go on the top to where it says add image, and I'm going to find our angel image that we just got from our website, and I'm going to also add the image of the person that's going to go on the t-shirt, and that's it, just those two. So once you add your images, it's going to show up right over here on this side. Then the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to click the angel wing background one time. Once you click the image one time, it'll pop up in the center of the solid sheet of paper that's on the screen. So once that go ahead and pops up, you really don't have to do anything to the background because it's already pre-made, which is why I love my pre-made designs. So I'm going to go ahead and click the image of the person one time, and here it goes. It pops up in the center of our background. Then I'm going to go ahead and go to crop layer, and I'm going to crop her picture because it was actually a social media picture. And then I'm going to go to where it says remove background. Now, I love that PicMonkey has this tool, Canva does as well. And you just hit remove background once, and it basically removes all of the background in the picture, leaving her standing there by herself, which is what we want. Then you can go ahead after you remove the background and size it and put it to where you want it to be in the image. And I'm going to go ahead and make her, large enough to where it looks good. You can go ahead and play around with it to where you're happy with it. And after I'm finished doing that, I want to add some exposure and some highlights to her. So on the side, there's a button that says edits, and then within edits they have a menu that says exposure. So with this menu, you can change the brightness, you can adjust the highlights, the tones, the shadows, and the contrast. So I'm just going to go ahead and play with this until I get her looking the way that I want her to look on the t-shirt. So now that I'm happy with the placement of the photo, I'm going to go ahead and add her message to the bottom, which is basically just her name. So you go to where it says text, and then you hit the button that says add text, and just click it once. And then I'm going to share with you guys the font that I used for this shirt. It's called Brushability, and then the color that I use is gold, and the color code is, let me find it, D as in David 9, B as in boy 933. Now you can play around with the fonts and use whatever fonts you want and whatever colors you want. I just wanted to show you guys what fonts and color I use for this particular design. So I went ahead and changed the font to brushability, and then I went ahead and changed the color from black to that gold. And then I'm just going to go ahead and size it and make it as big as I want it to be. And I'm also going to add a shadow to it. You go to the side underneath the text where it says shadow and outlines, and on the very top the option is a shadow. I love adding shadows to my text because it makes the wording pop. So I'm just going to go ahead and add her name to it, and then I'm going to go ahead and size it and make it a lot bigger than what it is to where I feel like it looks good. Perfect. I'm just going to go ahead and keep her name at the bottom of the shirt, of the design, because there's not really any room to put it at the top. And yeah, this is how it looks, and I love it. I don't think I'm going to do anything else to it. Nothing else needs to be added because the background is already pre-designed, so it looks perfect like that. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to download the image, and I'm going to print it through my inkjet printer. And now that I have printed it, this is how it came out looking. My sewing room was dark that day, so I can't really show you guys how beautiful it really is, but I'm going to try. It looks a lot better than this in person because you can't really see the brightness of the pink in my dark space. But yeah, this is how it came out, guys. It looks really nice. It's really pretty, and I can't wait to iron it onto our t-shirt. So now that our design is printed, I'm going to go ahead and get our t-shirt and start to prep on the t-shirt. Basically, just any solid color t-shirt. I'm using dark transfers, so it doesn't have to be a white t-shirt. It can go on any color t-shirt. But I'm going to use white in this video. And the first thing I like to do is take a piece of tape and I roll it into a circle. You could use a lint brush if you have one, but tape for me works just fine, and I always have a lot of packing tape to pack my orders, so might as well use the tape as well to get any lint or debris or any pieces of hair or thread off of the t-shirt that might be there, because you don't want that to show in your design. So I just take a piece of tape and I roll it into a circle, and then I just go ahead and roll it across the t-shirt until I get off any little pieces of hair, debris, thread, whatever might be on there. With a white t-shirt, you especially want to do this because you want to put your design on a clean, flat surface. And after I finish doing this, I'm going to go ahead and run my iron over the t-shirt and take off all of the creases that are in the shirt, because when you're doing your iron on, you don't want to iron it on with the creases in the t-shirt because the creases will also appear in the design. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I'm going to let this t-shirt cool off for about 3 or 4 minutes. Then I'm going to come back and show you guys how to iron on the transfer design. So now that my t-shirt has cooled off, I'm going to go ahead and place my transfer paper design on the t-shirt so that I can see exactly where I want the design to be as far as placement. So of course it's best to put the design directly in the center of the t-shirt. So after I figure out where I want the design to be, I'm going to go ahead and take a clothing pin and separate our design from the backing. So on the back where it has the letters on there, that's your backing, and you want to pull your design off of that. So what you do is you take your pin and you bend a little firm on one edge of the transfer design, and then that will go ahead and separate the two pieces. Once it's separated, just go ahead and lift the front piece off of the backing. And very gently, you don't do it too harsh or too rough because you don't want to rip the actual design. And just pull it off, and then you can throw away the backing, and then we just go ahead and place the front design back onto the t-shirt. And just size it up to where you want it to be so you can start to iron on your design. Now, make sure that it's in the center or where you want it, because once you put the heat on there, there is no moving it. You can't do over. There's no do-overs. So I'm happy with it being right there. The transfer paper that I use, it comes with tissue paper, and this is meant for you to use when you iron on your design. Now you cannot iron it on without it, so do not throw those away, guys, when you order your transfer paper. So I'm going to go ahead and use 2 of them and place them over the top of my design. Then I'm going to go ahead and start to iron on my design. I usually start with ironing on the edges first to seal the edges in place, and then I work my way into the center. But there really is no special magic or no special trick to this. It's really super easy to do, and it only takes about a minute and a half. You don't want to iron it on too long because you don't want to burn your design, because that can happen. So about a minute and a half. Make sure that you are checking while you iron, you can lift up the tissue paper and you can check underneath it. I'm going to show you guys in a second how you can tell if your design is not ready, because when your design is not finished, it'll have like a blotchy look to it. You can say it's either blotchy or, like I call it, like a ashy look. Like some of the color would have like a little white around it, and then that means that that's part of the transfer design is not finished and you have to add some more heat to it. So I'm going to show you guys up close what I was talking about. You see how around her arms, some of it is dark brown, and then you also have like a blotchy kind of look. That means that it needs more heat. That's how you can tell when you have not finished ironing the design on. That means that you have to cover it back up and apply some more heat with your iron so that it can be complete, because it's not finished yet. Even in her jeans, you can see a little bit of spots. That's like an ashy looking, I don't know how to call it, but it kind of looks like this color a little bit. So I went ahead and I added more heat to it, and now she looks perfect. I mean, I really wish I had more lighting so that you guys can really get the whole look of it. But this is how it turned out, and I love it. It's a beautiful pink background. It has like angel dust and the angel wings and the doves, and it just looks so beautiful. Like, I love it. And the gold lettering just made the shirt really pop. So I'm just gonna go ahead with my iron, because this is actually an order. So I'm gonna go ahead and iron the bottom of the t-shirt to take out those creases, and then I'm gonna just go ahead and package it and just come back and show you guys a little bit more. And that's gonna be the end of this video. I hope you guys truly learned how to make a t-shirt. You don't always have to pay someone to make it for you. This is a quick and easy DIY if you're having a celebration of life or a funeral, I mean a heavenly birthday party. This would be a really quick, inexpensive way. You can just go to Walmart or your local t-shirt shop, get a couple of t-shirts, or you can even have your family members or your friends bring the t-shirts to you. Order a pack of transfer paper. They have some packs that come 20 in a pack. Go ahead and get one of my background designs and use PicMonkey or Canva and edit it, add your loved one's photo to it, and make your own custom memorial t-shirts. It's super easy and I enjoy making it, and you guys will be amazed at how quick you can make like a bundle of these, like no lie. So thank you guys so much for watching and supporting. If you made it all the way through to this video, give me a like and a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe, because I'm going to be adding new videos every single week. Thank you guys for all your support, and stay blessed.